Hey Lucia, it's Vincent. I'm here for 3 months. I wanted to find a project to do, so I thought I'd do 30 portraits in 30 days. Excuse me, I'm doing this project painting portraits of people.
I would love that.
Every single day I got to do a new painting.
Alright, you can take one picture.
You take 50 photos of each person and then make the painting. We're in Chelsea to meet Ezekiel. I just thought he'd be a good subject to kick off the 30 portraits. Each person I paint, I try and get them to direct me towards the next person.
Okay.
Kind of goes
I
on.
definitely know people.
Stop there.
Thank you.
Cool.
Get my tattoos.
Is there a story behind the tats?
Yeah, the stories change depending on my mood.
I'm actually not great at using a camera, but I paint it and then I get it. I get the idea with the camera and then I finish it with the painting and then I get what I want.
I live in New York and I am a painter.
You're a painter? Really? That's what this project is about. I noticed someone in the street, they were interesting, and then he turns out to be an artist. Yeah, look up at the light and then I get the light touching your eyes. I think there's more to his story that I'd like to learn about. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Take care.
What kind of art does he do? Has he had great successes, ups and downs? Even if he's a complete failure of an artist, you know, I want to know about it. We could walk down to Canal Street. There's some interesting hustlers out there. What's your name?
My name is Eddie.
Eddie. Vincent. How you doing?
Vincent.
That's it. I'm scared to talk to him. Jared does kind of like a blog thing, and I just thought it would be cool to capture him at work. Stand at your window.
Stand at the window?
Yeah. Yeah, and keep, sorry to direct you so much. I think this is the shot.
There's a way of being about you when you've lived here all your life, and it's just the way that you can never be. When you go to school here, in elementary school, and high school, and junior high school, and you work here, and you can't pay the bills here, and and you're struggling all your life. It's like where you're from, right? You're happy, you love where you're from, right? You love Australia, you love where you're from in Australia. I love where I'm from. I'm a New Yorker.
It's a collaboration between 30 people and myself. It's one portrait of New York. So it's just like I've been painting one painting for 30 days. name's Vincent Fantauzzo and Brandon Walters is my entry for the Archibald Prize.
Oh, you see me now? Who are you? I'm Nella.
I first heard about him from a friend of mine, Baz Luhrmann. He called me up one day on set and was telling me about how amazing this young actor in the movie is and what raw talent he is. He said I might want to meet him or do a painting of him.
It's all about magic.
So I flew down and met Brandon and his whole family. He started off very shy and a little bit closed, but once I got to know him and his family, he completely turned and really open, and it was a really cool experience just to see the whole family together and interacting. He had had leukemia and fought that off and got through it. I knew that he had never acted and pulled off this amazing performance in a movie. For a little kid that's had never left Western Australia before he made that movie, he's really developed, and I was interested in that quiet intensity that he had. So in the painting of Brandon, I wanted the shadow over his face to show when I first met him, his shyness, and then coming out of the shadows. From the eyes, I kind of blurred the painting out. I wanted them to be a focal point of the painting and follow the viewer, so you can't escape that gaze. Although it's so big, I wanted it to have an intimate feel, and I think cropping his face in gives that intimacy. Close up, you see the paint and the speckles and that kind of thing. As you step back, it becomes more in focus. It was just an exciting time. I experimented with technique. A lot of the painting is just little dots. I had old brushes and I would kind of dab the paint on.
We'll be together again, I promise.
I believe you, Mrs. Boss. I sing it to me.
You be brave.
I wanted it to have an Australian feel, the harsh sun on one side of his face, and I used a lot of earthy Australian type colours. You know, Brandon has a very, very Australian face, and I wanted that blonde, sun-kissed kind of hair coming in contrast with his darker skin. I think it's got a real Aussie kind of feel. While I was painting, Brandon was finishing up the movie, and I felt involved in his experience and his development as a character and as a person, and all the things that are going to evolve in his life that he was excited about in his family and community. Painting Heath Ledger the year before, that was very intense, and he was doing a whole lot of things at that time. So I think you think about the person all day and you feel part of their life, and if they're doing exciting things, it makes the painting exciting. So it was just a great 3 weeks. When Brandon first saw the painting, I think it was at the Australian movie premiere, he was really excited, and you know, his eyes just lit up, and he couldn't believe that it was a painting, and he thought it was just a big photograph, so he was really excited. He's just like any other shy little kid with a really amazing charisma and strong presence.
Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Let's dance to the song they're playing on the radio. Let's dance while color lights up your face. Let's dance, sway through the crowd to an empty space.
Thank you.